they could have been doing some of their own pulling. Meta was popped early by Skeeter, but now it's down. They're immediately going to start getting a bit aggressive, missing out on that last hit, though. It's an interesting matchup. Nisha versus 9, Pango versus Primal Beast. We actually saw this maybe a couple times in the group stage or something. And it's a matchup that both of them are just going to be kind of bleeding each other constantly. Particularly the Pango, anytime he puts damage on the Primal Beast, he starts getting those stacks up.
I mean, Primal Beast is the alpha dinosaur in this game, so I favor him a little bit.
Yeah.
He can dominate with the uproar stacks, that type of deal with the trade. But obviously Pango shouldn't really die in this lane unless you're super aggressive. I mean, it kind of takes me back to that Spear Breaker Primal Beast lane.
Yeah.
Where like you charge and your charge is on cooldown and he runs you down, right?
Yep.
But Pango does have multiple spells to at least cause a little bit of a gap.
And then when the Primal Beast wants to make some of those early rotations, I mean, we saw even starting the last chance qualifier, the way Thompson would move around pre-level 6 to some of these side lanes. Look for that Pango, who is a little bit more reliant on hitting his ultimate, but he's just a great counter initiator, right? I mean, was it Fly who said he just constantly is going to try and follow the Primal Beast in the Visage wherever they try and put pressure on the map?
Yeah, you just need to check 9 in this game. Just don't give him like some free rune into a bottom rotation that breaks the Drow lane. Yeah. That's the lane Secret really want to think about. Like, the Primal Beast going top for Parablade, who really cares? It doesn't progress the game for Tundra.
Sure.
Primal Beast going bottom, killing your Drow, breaking this lane open, giving Visage extra levels to get to 6. That will break this game open. So that is the one big move Secret need to think about. And if they can make this bottom lane go a bit better for them, it's also going to help that. Nice damage coming out. God, Visage hurts, man.
He certainly does. Flashes back and forth. You see what bunch of 100% win rates on some of these heroes. The Primal Beast for 9. Now also Zayat's on the Nyx Assassin, also 100%.
Nisha going for a little bounty rune steal. 9 says no, sir. I am the beast.
You may be mobile, but you're not going to go farther in that onslaught and take the Primal Beast.
Puppy getting chased off lane a little bit. Second meta pop.
There's another one. Puppy even on the silence.
9 is dominating the lane in terms of resource advantage, right? And that's where, like, if he ever forces Pango to base, suddenly the map opens up for him a lot too. Yeah. Level 5 to 6 timings just become crazy strong.
He's dominating the resources, but not so much the CS. Nope. Nisha doing very well in that regard. 19 and 3. There's a few more creeps available. Zion's getting caught inside the cogs. 33 throws out the big nuke. Spike carapace is already burned through, so Zion's is going to be run down underneath the trees. The battery sold the last couple of ticks. Not quite enough, and 33 couldn't get the final shot off either.
Damn.
So, a first blood still available for the taking.
Oh, he was gone for sure there, but just enough stick charges, holds it to the last minute, fogs him up as well. I mean, that's a huge play on this lane. He gets the trade off first Drought. Now they can turn around as well. Both side lanes.
Oh, there's an opportunity. Resolution swinging through Snake and getting that kill, and 33 almost dying on the other side of the map as well. So once again, the side lane's not doing too badly for Secret, though they certainly are not too bad. I mean, 33 sitting at 12 and 5. Maybe not quite as stated as the way they shut out that root mother, but just need to come up with good ideas on how to deal with 33 zeros.
I mean, I think this lane is going to get better for Secret in a way. Like, the early level 1 through 3 is where this mission shines in terms of getting you the all-in kill. Sure. They didn't get that, which means Crystallis gets to, just pull up the extra items. He doesn't have to spend as much on regen. He doesn't be
trying to go for the deny, pops the fairy fire last second. Snaking. Held on to personal Nova. Now they do have socks. The arrows flying through. Fell a little shy though. Once again, the Sport's walking out of its bottom lane. Just a sliver of HP. Meanwhile, Nisha and 9 have indeed been clashing quite a bit, both of them. Going down to about a quarter of their HP. But Nisha, he gets a bottle refill, whereas 9 doesn't have that same privilege.
Yeah, so 9 actually ends up being the one forced to base here, and Puppy will spend his death wisely, refill that bottle. I mean, he was kind of playing off the lane a lot top, just choosing to drag some creeps. Skeeter was doing an amazing job of keeping the illusion on him, which was super annoying and resulted in the kill. The benefit for Secret is this dawnbreaker is going to have a pretty fast 6. He's already level 5, and speaking of ultimates...
Nisha does have his ultimate, but 9, he timed it perfectly! He was level 5 in like 3/4, but he knew as he cleaved through those creeps, he's gonna get his level 6, and he gets the kill. A huge nice illusion. That is twice now he's managed to pull that off.
Yeah, this guy is just piecing it up on the lane. taking it straight to him.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
You are going to have this rolling thunder when you come up, but I don't know if there's a huge amount he can do with it in terms of moving. And Thunder's already moving this beast bottom, so if this Pango TP's back mid, you lose your counterplay ability, which is exactly what's going to happen. Nine just reading
Comes
this
the
map
charge.
perfectly.
Chrysalis can't get out of the way fast enough. Doesn't have the silence, so no force movement to try and stop this primal beast.
And this is the 5-minute catapult still alive bottom for them as well. Again, Pango has to TP mid because of that kill. Tower can just take a huge amount of damage here. Nine might choose to stay around a little. He's going to go back towards mid for XP.
Underneath his own tower here. Nisha not wasting any time. Couldn't get off the freeze there. And so with this rollout, should be able to easily collect the kill on his heater. So trading out the carries this time, at least the top lane, Snake King is going to be the +1. And well, +2 for Puppy. Thanks to the intelligence seal. Crystal McNeef talked about her mana problems earlier.
Yeah. He's going to face the same difficulty.
Dire's top tower is
Gotta
under
get the
attack.
mantles up. And he has no extra bit. I mean, this move was super nice from Nisha. I think this move actually converted a lot more for Secret than the earlier Primal Beast just because that Visage wasn't 6. That move will get the Visage to 6, but this move ends up in a dead tier 1 here. Bearblade has to go jungle.
Dire's top
Will
tower is
plant his
under
own
attack.
obs. Nice from Skeeter. And
Dire's
meanwhile,
top tower
Zayat's getting
has
XP on
fallen.
mid, so a decent sequence here from Secret to strike back. Crystallis gets to stay bottom. He's not getting forced out just yet, though now with Visage 6, he'll probably make the rotation. Of course, the tier 1 dying top means he has more space to operate in. So now when he gets kicked out, he actually has somewhere to go. So that move is super valuable for Secret in terms of how they're going to play the map.
Do they have anybody who can continue to hold that tower against the Visage, or is this just long lost? The Secret just not even look to the bottom part of the map anymore?
I mean, you do have dawnbreaker, right?
Firm
You can
denial.
throw this Solar Guardian in on some random hero down there. It's just, I don't think it's going to be enough damage to kill the
Radiant's
Visage.
bottom
And then you're stuck
tower
down
is
here
under
battling the
attack.
birds. Heroes that don't really want to battle them just yet.
Structures are
To me, that's like
fortified.
Nisha's duty this. He feels strong enough to combat this Visage, fight through with the swashbuckles, with whatever item he wants to go. I think it's when Secret really want to take these skirmishes. They can defend it with him though, because you have that Solar Guardian backup. Like if Nisha wants to stay down here and stall this push, it's very viable.
So it's just a question of whether or not Secret feels like the risk is worth the potential reward of stalling out 33 any longer, or if they're going to get drugged into a fight against the
Dire's bottom
Visage that
tower is
they're not
under
ready
attack.
for. It seems like they have made the call. Nisha's going to be hanging around this bottom lane, so it's a possibility still.
I mean, I think it's fine to send him down here. Like, he'll still farm a decent amount.
Sure.
You're going to stall this Visage up a little. At the same time, if you get XP on one of your supports mid, remember these two Secret supports, it's a pretty slow and greedy support duo.
And it's a
Silencer
success.
Nyx, you know, a lot of levels on these guys, and ideally some basic items too.
Hello, Noxa. Didn't actually punish him there at all. Zayat's not ready to go with the Impale.
Oh, double damage Primal Beast.
Scary, but Resolution, he's pretty tanky. They're gonna follow him here. Can he get the hammer away? No, he's definitely gonna be stuck here in this position. They managed to dodge the hammer stun, but there is gonna be Nisha rolling through. Onslaught over to the side here. Nine trying to get out. He does not want to fight into the Pango, but Nisha has hunted him down. They're gonna keep him chain stunned up against the wall. A fourth kill for Team Secret.
And fourth intelligence for Puppy.
Make yourself
Every little mana pool adds up, and especially versus a hero who's pretty small to begin with, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, nice counter kill from Secret. Again, Nisha just reading the map. This Primal Beast is going to play aggressive. He can turn those around. He'll always kill him on the return. That area is just so deep for Tundra, right? Like, it's part of the map. The tier 1's still there. Secret can instantly respond. Will be that power bottom. Downside of Pango. He can't be everywhere in this game, right?
Yep.
But I think he's had a fantastic early game, and I think Nisha, he's done enough to propel him into a pretty solid mid game here. Will go that diffusal blade. Now you have that deadly combination of, you know, stealing some intelligence.
That's true.
Burning your mana at the
Yep.
same time. EKB costs mana now, Cap.
Yeah, I mean, that arcane ring is going to be pretty important, I feel like, for Sneaking. To keep that mana pool of both himself and others nice and high. Science with the first move here of the Vendetta.
The Nyx mana burn 2 later. Oh, mana burn synergy.
Headed to. I don't think he really has the power to do anything about the Visage. He can hit him and impale him, and they can follow up with the Dawnbreaker, but
He wants to find Terrorblade in one of these jungles and just a free support kill. You have the Donald that can come in on any of these Vendettas.
yeah.
Walking over Sentry Ob, and Tundra doing a nice job of warding up the map, keeping the vision. They have very good observer wards up at the moment. Pretty much seeing everything they want to see here.
Yeah, seriously, 4 different wards. This one's super deep in mid lane. They've got a defensive one. They've got 2 up top as well.
I mean, just beautiful vision in this game overall. Like, even the secret wards, super nice.
Oh yeah, they've got a nice little triangle surrounding that straight up triangle. Tundra is actually clearing through ancient stacks, which apparently there was a number of them there. So drops the freezing field, 9. Help with the trample.
Taking a page out of Puppy's book there. Do a little 5 position farming.
Farm, never heard of 5. You guys should take that up as well.
Please don't. How are the levels looking for Seek? That's the big question. Because this Nick's got a lot of levels, but Puppy is still level 5. He is suffering. This global silence is pretty much nowhere near to coming out. Trying to get some Vendetta hit.
Ooh, they need to go for the Vendetta hit. They may run out of damage as a result. The hookshot comes in for the side, stopping the Rolling Thunder. But even then, I mean, the Primal Beast just looked way too tanky there.
I feel if anything, they were just baiting out some reaction. I mean, they got this Visage teleport, they got a hookshot. All right, back to farming, right? Remember, this is a Drow lineup for Secret. Traditionally, Drow lineups, you're aiming for some pretty later timing, right? It's not a hero that, I mean, this hero can join the fights early and be super happy to clean him up, but she's also pretty happy to just keep farming ancient stacks, getting the levels. Every level in this hero counts for a lot in terms of how her ult works,
So much of Drow's impact, though, going into that later game is whether or not she's able to just freely hit people without, you know, stuff being in the way and negating that ultimate of hers. Do you think that's why? I mean, we have Primal Beast, we have Clockwork. There does seem to be a decent number of heroes to get on top of this Drow Ranger, or is that not enough in your mind?
Yeah, Solar Guardian Global needs to bail him out. Here's the first connect with that chain stun.
Yeah, they're going to use this nicely. Nisha said, okay, you guys take 33. I trust you got it. I'm actually going to go for the +1 here. Snaky showed himself, and Resolution with the hammer will claim the double.
Very nice double kill for them. This is the type of tempo I think Secret wants to play. Just finding the kills when their ults are up every 70, 80 seconds or so. Connect with a Vendetta, connect with a Rolling Thunder. Back to farming. Crystallis gets to clear triangle. He gets to clear top wave. Puppy finally trying to get to his level 6 up here. Inching towards it with every CS. So Secret pretty much getting what they want on all their heroes during this time. And every time Visage dies, you're also extremely happy because it sets down the tempo on the map, right?
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden, the Tundra doesn't have this Glad, they don't have this raid pack that they're getting to that's going to exist in the space and be occupied the mindset. We saw Snaking. He went Arcane Boots, man. This guy's also thinking about it. I'm telling you, he does not want to run out of mana in this game.
No. Go for Force Staff next. Certainly going to help out a lot against, I mean, they have so much where the Rolling Thunder on in with the Dawnbreaker ultimate on top of that. They want to be able to get people out of these AoE stuck situations with their chain stuff.
Yeah, Tundra almost always buy double kills. Yeah, 90% of their games, they like to be able to reset and save people. Like the Arcane Boots is another form of save this game, right? If you Arcane Boots your Terrorblade, Arcane Boots your Primal Beast, you might get Sunder off, you might get that Onslaught off. All of a sudden, that counts as a reset. The Tundra always thinks about these itemizations in terms of how they can go along with making scores and just get multiple rounds of spells off. That's where their lineup shine.
What do you make of the Veil, though? Sonksa has that Force Staff. He's definitely going the double, but he also has the Veil queued up.
He's gonna buy Veil. It's an AUI team. I mean, this guy's been buying Veil for almost a decade here. This item is efficient. Like, you get the mana regen, you get some aura. It produces a significant amount of damage increase in the early fights. The question I always have with this item is if you don't get the early fights, does it feel that good going into the later game, especially versus EKB cores or cores that jump you on the back line, right? Because it isn't as much survivability, it isn't as much tankability in those later durations. So to me, this tells me, again, Tundra want to hit like 20 to 25 minute timing here. Spell damage is just too much for Secret to deal with.
It is kind of interesting, though, because they're matched up against 2 cores that can go Magic Immune. Yes. You know, we're going to have that Dawnbreaker. Zions found the opening. The Rolling Thunder is on top of it. The chain's done. Here it is. No opportunity for a Sunder. Now they back up through, but the hookshot is on in from Sonksa. The rest of the team of Secret is going to come through. They managed to get out the global ever so barely. And look at Chrysalis. He's just standing and delivering on that high ground. Now they come back in with Nisha from behind. They almost bring the kill on a Snaking, but now he's been grabbed by the Primal Beast. He needs to jump away. The Swashbuckle gets him a little bit of distance. Burning through the mana of 9. He's got a lot of sync charges. Nisha actually forced that Haste Druid is running around. He spotted Snaking. Okay, look at him. You're not getting away from this one. He knew it too. He goes the high five, taunting Snaking into his death. 33 chase down, stunned into 1. And now they've got Crystallis to clean up the kill. Just like you want any Drow Ranger to go. Everybody else is engaging, and the Drow Ranger is sitting in the back, throwing out the the physical damage and collecting in the kills.
Saber timing from Reza, a lot of work there as well, and that's a huge amount of levels for this Seeker lineup that uses them amazing. Of course, Hastrun on Nisha, he is just doing the best Pango dance of his life, cleaning up the back of the fight. Gets a huge shield crash off as well, just tanking so much up. And all that was started with this Terrorblade pick, right? The exact target they want to find with this Solar Guardian Nyx Vendetta combo. It's going to be deadly for Skeeter all game. It'll bypass the vision that was such an issue for Secret last time. Nyx doesn't care if you have wards. He doesn't care if you have these Terrorblade illusions because you cannot sentry everywhere. It's going to give him a window to start a lot of these engagements with the core down, and just beautiful teamfight execution here. Again, the Carapace messing with these heroes, the mana burn in these early fights. We had a decent amount of work. And Nisha just playing with him, man. Put the high five up at the end. See you later.
Yeah, he's feeling himself. Even after game 1 loss, Nisha showing that he does not lack in confidence on the main stage here. I want to point out the fact the Wraith Pact was alive that entire fight. That cannot feel good for Tundra that they recently picked up this item. They used it to the full extent of its abilities and they still lost.
Very true.
Science, you gotta be careful. Oh, 33. Drops the Familiars first.
Narrowly escapes that vision. He was really close to just dying there. He has full wand, but
Radiant's
that was a bold
tower
move.
is under attack.
Very bold. Indeed. Just about as bold as 9, who was thinking about
Radiant's middle tower
Puppy
is under
showed,
attack.
maybe diving in and trying to quick kill and get out.
Pretty hard to out-farm this Tundra team, but I do feel like Secret, they have a decent advantage right now in terms of the actual 5-on-5. Outside of that Wraith Pack, they have their Diffusal, they have their Echo Saber. Solar Guardian's pretty powerful for giving you the numbers advantage. Visage, he's tough. You know, if you find an opportunity to get a 5-on-4, a 3-on-2, some of these number fights with the Vendetta, Global Bullet, Secret's gonna take those every time, because they have Global to back it up as well. Maybe part of this veil on the clock is also Soxa just trying to find Puppy in this game. That is his MO.
Yeah.
Find the silencer, hook him. If you veil him, maybe it gives you the extra damage to just kill him faster, or solo kill him even.
Yeah, I can kind of see that. Especially if 9's gonna follow up, he onslaughts and tramples through. Like that's one-shot territory for sure.
Now they have
Science got the opening, they got the Rolling Thunder as well, the Dawnbreaker. Did not see this one coming fast enough, but they do have in that back line. Skeeter has popped the meta, so Secret needs to be able to reset a little bit, especially with Soxa getting on top of the Drow Ranger, making it even worse. Puppy's gonna get grabbed. The 2 supports of Secret die, despite the fact that Secret are the ones finding the initiation. It's Tundra who get the better of the engagement, and as a result, maybe take this mid tower.
Right, just beautiful hook shot to the backline, disrupts the whole fight. He's just going on this Visage, but it's not really the target he wants to start on, especially if it's just him. Like, you're basically just wasting Rolling Thunder at that point. You can't come through and turn that fight around post-BKB or post-Terrorblade initiation. And Eater joining, pretty nice. Yasha timing, along with that Mithril Hammer, just dealing a decent amount of damage and putting up 2 kills into a tower. That's the type of fight Tundra wants to be able to take. Visage takes the initiation, Terrorblade gets a free fight.
Radiant's
Nisha just going in
And it's a shield crash on 2, but I don't think it's enough to save him from this sticky situation. Not sure what he was expecting there, but it was certainly not 3 heroes from Tundra.
I just wanted an easy bounty route. Nothing is easy on the TI main stage, Cap.
No, certainly not against Tundra, who have been... They really have not given much ground to Secret in either of these games.
There's a lot about BKB timings as well. Who come in the fight and get the damage done during those intervals. We'll have BKB flying out for resolution here. So it's pretty strong and it's going to be tough. Forcing a teammate in these lanes, no one else wants to go to. Still join the team. It's time for Secret to try and find something. Remember, Meta has been down for this as well. 50 seconds. Skeeter does not want to join a fight. Rezo just pushing in here.
Trying to spot him. Gonna get off his BKB in time. He's gonna be changed out here. Beautiful combo from Tundra. 9 and Soxa not overlapping there at all. Very nicely played.
That's the bail angle.
Yeah, that's true.
There for that bail. So this extra burst, have to try and account for it.
Players here.
Now, Secret is willing to fight.
They have a blink on Pango.
Oh, this is gonna be revealed though. Off the Rolling Thunder. Just try and slow him down. They're going in pretty deep for this one. I'm not sure if the rest of the team really wants to follow this one up. They're trying with the impale, but here comes the Primal Beast running over the Nyx's heads in the first use of the BKB. And of course, they got to get out. Leave their supports behind. They are fodder at the base of the Tundra team. Oh! That little arrow, and now this Vintage. No big deal. Skeeter coming in from the side. The meta pops out. He does Gus, pushing him over to the side. Ooh, Saksa. That's an awkward Cox. Blocking Skeeter from his retreat. Jumping back in. Nisha claims the kill onto 33. Now with the resolution closing in here, they can throw off the stun. Skeeter's going to pop his BKB. Do they have their own BKB? Needs to get off the thunder. He can throw off on Saksa. Turns around and kills the Drow Ranger. A beautiful play by the young man on stage that is going to be able to claim 2 core kills.
Zayat's looking to find something, but
Under attack.
there's not much to claim. Skeeter back up to full HP here. 9 full resources as well. Impale off the heart.
And with that miss.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Not
attack.
that crazy. Oh, that was almost a nice Terrorblade kill. Saw Rezo manning up. He was trunking him down, but just getting in that Sunder range. Enough to propel him back up the
bottom
full.
tower is under attack.
Skeeter has done a very nice job of joining these fights in the right time and in the right place to get a decent position.
Radiant's middle
That said,
tower is under
Nisha is
attack.
really carrying this early game. Like, he is doing so much of the
yeah.
damage in these early engagements, going in, going out, trying to bait out the spells. This global is not really what Pumpy wants out of this spell, right? Like, he's getting trampled down during a global. It doesn't feel amazing. Imagine they have that later on because he can survive, but the long-range damage is considerable here for this secret lineup. If you get swashbuckled and get hit by this drow, you have some silencer dots on you.
Look at this play from Nisha, blinking back in to claim that Visage kill. I mean, that was
beautiful.
massive. Skeeter,
Burst is pretty close.
the BKB, and the intention to put it onto Saksa to give him the most HP rather than the Drow Ranger.
That's very nice. Very
nice
heads up.
Skeeter, I mean, he's not had a long career. He started off, I mean, he first learned about Dota during Ti11 when he was still in elementary school. He was watching pro gamers on stage, and it was the first time apparently that he learned you could play video games for money. He said, that's what I want to do. And here he is, in the upper bracket final for the most amount of money.
Played it for a little bit.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Just a little bit.
This gamer thing working out all right for him.
And he seems to be doing just okay.
Hook shot. Saksa killing the creep, chaining the stun there with the cogs, but the rest of the team, they called it off. They said, this is not the fight that we want. Saksa says, okay, thanks guys. I'll see you later.
Splitting the map, snaking, trying to do a little
The roll up. Hey, forces something out of him. Forces 2 ultimates, in fact. Snaking, that's, I mean, he dies, he doesn't get a kill, but he did get a lot out of Secret in a way.
I think Secret, like I said though, I think Secret is happy to play his tempo where they get these kills, like 40 seconds on the sideline for a 100-second ult. Not the worst, right? Yeah. To me, this is Tundra waiting out this meta timing. They really want to take the fights with Terrorblade this game. They need his manpower in the engagement. Sure, Visage survives for a while, Primal Beast survives for a while, maybe kills the support. The fights where Skeeter joins is really the ones where they want to clean up and get the conversion into the objectives. Next one being Roshan here. He has full Hurricane Pike, so he can get pretty aggressive in these engagements. Just Hurricane piking in, medding, taking the fight to this drow if she gets caught. Would expect Tundra to group up, probably try and smoke some sort of good fight position very soon here.
Get the right kind of fight. Big approach.
Snaky, he's just going to teleport in on cue.
Okay, here comes.
Smoke everybody but Skeeter, let him show somewhere, send illusions on the lanes.
With BKB in a negative Scepter on 9, this Primal Beast is so scary when he goes in.
What gets popped?
It's gonna break. Drop the sentry. Doesn't catch Naians fast enough.
They're going to threaten the Roche though, and Secret need to think about whether Tundra's committing to this. They don't have an easy way to get vision in that pit.
That he's super awkward. I mean, somebody kind of has to put their life on the line to get that information.
It's a mind game.
Turns into a free pick, perhaps, especially now with the ward going.
Situation's going to be very awkward, especially when the enemy team has ways to force you to show elsewhere. Similar to that last game, Skeeter, he's on an illusion hero. His job is just be super obnoxious with these and shove the waves that Secret doesn't want to go to.
Yeah, but if they find this initiation, Skeeter,
this could be the best tier they can find.
Okay, they're not going to be able to get a fast initiation for it. So, the roll up. Is he going to be able to get off anything here? Nisha is dead immediately. The physical damage overwhelms him, and now Zion's going to be chased down. They spotted him. They're going to pop the drums, chase him down. They've got the slow, and that should be it for our Nyx assassin. He's got a Vendetta up in a second, but I'm sure they have detection, even if he tries for it, which he does not. Holds on to that spell for now. That's kind of awkward because they're running into the BKB carry.
Yeah.
I don't know how Secret would be able to change stuff. It would have to take. They needed vision over the Terrorblade, I guess.
I mean, I think they're just hoping to force a reaction, maybe get out. If they find another core who doesn't have BKB, they're happy to take that fight with the Solar Guardian Global. At least they got this meta out on a good portion of the map, right? It prevents Skeeter from just instantly going into Roche with meta. That said,
He did have a TP up.
that was the dieback for the Nyx, so he was dead for 70 Gonna give a decent window here for Tundra to just clean it up without that meta. Now you're in a position where you can test as your secret, and how do you even get tested? There's no way without Pango. It's gonna be very close here, but not close enough.
Yeah, I mean, I love the fact that Tundra recognizes we don't have the meta, so we need to throw all the damage we have right now. They're gonna do it just in time before Nisha could get into the pit with that Rolling Thunder and disrupt things and cause a bunch of chaos. So, I mean, great read by Tundra. They got that timing down to a T.
Fast plays win you games. Yep. Making every second count here. That's going to be Aegis was terribly. Makes it even scarier in these engagements, and Ag's done for 9, so his Primal Beast damage is starting to ramp up.
Initiation though. Nisha, they had the vision to be able to get the opening. The drum range is going to get run over though. 9 popping his Axe, but he has to chase in real deep for this one. Can anyone bail him out? He's just getting trampled to death. Somebody help Crystal. It pops him in at the last second, but 9 grabs him in the air. Slows him down. Now, underneath that tier 2, I mean, he's fast. Can he get away though? No, the final swashbuckle gets him in the end. But they get drug in a little bit deeper. Science, he's going to be chased down the side here at the same time. 33 is kind of toying with them, trying to bait Secret into going for more, but they will not get baited. 33 just straight up throws damage onto the tier 2. Saying, you guys can't fight right now. Force down, aggressively force down in. Force down back into the line, but Resolution cleans down the support. The Stoneborn gives him a little bit of time. Nisha, he's got to keep his distance here. That's Thunder.
You can keep poking here.
They can. Can they actually keep them in place though? Slowed down by the curse and the hammer. Nisha comes in through the side. The shield crashes there. Whoa! There goes that visage.
There goes the Wraith Pack.
Popped as soon as the cloak is gone.
This poke and physical burst is ramping up for Secret. Desolator on Resolution. Just doing a huge amount of work in these engagements. You get the proc on any hero, throw the swashbuckle on top. Suddenly it's a decent amount of minus armor coming your way. I mean, Rezo is the carry right here. You know, it really is. Going back to his days with the multiple TI runs here. On unfamiliar territory.
Yeah, I mean, I always think when it comes to Resolution and carrying on the main stage, I always think back to that time we stood in for Team Empire, and his performances at that TI were incredible.
I mean, he's 9-1-7, level 20. It's the highest level in the game.
Yeah.
Having a beautiful game here. Shard online, Echo built back up after the BKB disassemble. Less luminosity attacks required. Like, he is going to shred these Tundra supports if he gets on them. Crystal Maiden basically just gets Starbreakered into oblivion. Skeeter needs to use his BKB timing well. If his fights go really long and Secret still have the manpower up, I feel like this is not the same situation as last game where Tundra can stall the fights out super long and just benefit from the astrals and the tossbacks and the arrows. Yeah, this is more you got to commit with your Terrorblade, get the damage done, make sure it counts.
At the same time, though, while Rezo's having this amazing game, we saw in the last fight, Chrysalis, because he still doesn't have BKB, he's just being soloed by a single hero. 9 is so farmed in this Primal Beast that he's just able to trample him down.
It makes you wish he had 2 Force Staffs, right?
Yeah, that's true.
That is the key of the game. I mean, Puppy has one. He's building Glimmer as well. Any extra mobility you can give your Drow. Very nice one.
Hook shot off of that, but it does give an opportunity for Nisha to get off the Rolling Thunder if he wanted to. Global silence from Puppy, though. It is something expended.
Skeeter's looking to go in here. Still has Aegis for
about
50.
Skeeter's chasing Puppy with the Eye of Scotty. Slowed down to a crawl. He is pretty tanky, and they actually can't finish him off somehow.
Well, he has like 26 armor.
Yeah, I mean, the tier 2, I guess that armor aura is maybe just enough to keep him alive.
Walks it off.
Now, meta has been used, and the Aegis is going to expire in a minute and a half. There's going to be timing here for Secret.
I mean, it was the marksmanship. Giving him all the extra bonus, Hatchie.
Yeah.
The silencer's a lot more tanky than you think.
Oh, that's interesting.
I think Skeeter thought he was going to like 3-shot him. Yeah. Wait a minute. This guy have a Sven shard or something? Yeah. Now Secret have an opportunity to use the meta cooldown here. Smoke up from Puppy. Wants to try and initiate with this Nisha Pango. Either find the back line.
Surprised they're going right now. Maybe just like meta's down. It doesn't matter if he's got Aegis
down. Aegis running out at 50. They want to find some initiation with the Solar Guardian on top.
They're not quite close enough. Puppy, smoke is going to break. Tundra on high alert, up on a high ground. Really good timing from them. They backed out at the right time to bet, you know, hey, we've got this Aegis. We're still exposed whenever meta is down. We have to play defensive.
Not just TPing outpost, or he canceled that. That was a aggressive outpost TP, I was about to say.
I was wondering where he was TPing to.
We'll take it back. That Tundra, I mean, this team is just so efficient at playing the map. They have an 8K lead. It really doesn't feel like they have that much, but it's just all on their supports. These supports just always get farmed. Making up the Force Staff and Doxa, sitting on the big boy Philly.
Oh yeah, he's
Pushing
going to
towards
get the
Axe.
Aghanim Scepter soon, which means one of the side benefits of the Aghanim Scepter is the constant rocket spam that you get. That's another aspect of split push that Tundra will have. They always got something.
Yeah, split push the lanes. He can throw the vision in the fight to find the silencer.
Yep.
Make it annoying for this Pango who wants to hide in trees. Yeah, he's just going to pick it up, buy out for it. Tundra collecting a lot on the map right now.
And again, this deep vision they have in the mid lanes, that's, I think, giving them a heads up that this is happening. Now, they're going to lose their Crystal Maiden, but that is really not that important. Tundra are pretty happy with losing their 5 if it means another smoke is down on the side of Secret.
They're okay with this for now. And okay, I was going to say, Skeeter had a Sacred Relic in his inventory. A little early for Divine there, son, but of course Nullifier coming out. It's going to be nice to dispel these secret cores in the fight. No more Force Staff for the Drow at a time where he might really need it, right?
Yeah, sure.
Also messes with Tango. So interesting randomization here from Skeeter. Again, I think Tundra's identifying they want to make the most happen in the interval where they get the clockwork quick shot, they get that initiation that is off cooldown. Especially for the next Roshan fight. This is what both teams are gearing up for. For Secret, they do have like a little core lineup that scales incredibly well here.
The Nullifier is really the best item for it. I mean, it felt like there was a lack of damage here. I expect maybe
I think
a pure Daedalus route or something.
I think the Nullifier becomes very good when you get to that Swift Link.
Okay.
Which is what he's thinking about, right? He has a queued
Right.
up next. I don't think you go this Nullifier without getting a blink somewhere in your inventory.
Yeah.
Because what you really want to do is be able to just blink on the Drow, nullify, Scotty hit him. He's gone, right? He has to sit there and man fight queue in. It sets up the fight very nice for the team. Same with like the Silencer. I mean, we saw the Silencer's tanky, it takes a little bit. Nullifier just helps you cement these kills. Tundra wanting to use it here. Shiva's completed for 9.
On the ward now. They make back up just at the right time. So now Secret, they have a gem as well. Earlier Tundra, again, they buy these really early gems, which I'm a big fan of. Tundra, as soon as they feel like they're kind of like, all right, we're definitely stronger than these guys, they pick up the gem and they just take over the map.
No vision left. Absolutely debilitating for these Secret lineups that need to fight around it.
Maybe a big reason why they're able to get such a big net worth lead.
This helps, I mean, the game is just not easy.
No.
And he just doesn't want to run up any of these high grounds. The illusions are constantly shoving in and forces someone from his team to go somewhere else.
Radiant's
Scan up
middle
to the high
tower
ground,
is
see if they
under
can get into
attack.
position to get this ward down.
Crystallis is like leading the charge here, you know?
Radiant's
Yeah,
top
he's
tower
like,
is under
he's got a
attack.
fresh BKB. He's like, I don't have to be
Falling.
scared any longer.
One upside for the last game is you can put resolution on illusion duty, and you can still join the fight.
Yes.
So your ability to play the map versus the illusions went up considerably.
And it means that he's getting a ton of farm in the meantime, too. He's still actually ahead of Chrysalis in that regard.
These secret cores are farmed. I'm just worried that they go in. Tundra is just hitting so many good timings on their heroes here. The double Force Staff done, the Ags on the clockwork, Shiva's Ags on this Primal Beast, and 33 pushing towards an Assault Kuros. That is like the huge armor differential gone, right? DMC, Upper, all these things huge for Drow.
Now they're alternating towards
Okay,
that.
nice
Push
forward.
deeper into Secret. Maybe that's not what they wanted. At the same time, 9, well, he tried to go in, and that initiation didn't feel good either. So Tundra is now on full-on retreat. The roll-up, Nisha going to be able to deal with the frostbite. Can he get out, though? He's going to be grabbed by 9. Swashbuckle over the side. There goes the Crystal Maiden. Nice two-man stun as well with an Nyx Assassin. Once again, a terrible triple kill for Chrysalis. Turns over to 9, who had a deep commit in order to finally finish up that Pangolier. No stuns in time. The BKB lasted long enough.
Puppy.
Oh, got it just in time. Zayat finds a 4th kill for Chrysalis.
You wanted that rampage for the books, but damn close. And Secret cleanup 4, only losing the Pango there. Very happy to get that trade. The gem will be rescued here.
Oh, they saw that on the ground, but
Yeah,
Shaking got
nice
his
little
courier
courier.
out fast enough to be able to recover that gem. So that's...
Quick fingers on the couriers from this Tundra side.
They really do. They
Salvage
know how to
double.
play with every single unit they have in their control.
That is the exact fight Secret wanted to hit. They got some vision out. They tank it. The initiation with the Pango. The global was beautiful. Separates the fight. And of course, can't ask for a better time. Getting that into the second Roche here Aegis on Drow is a huge deal. This damage is starting to come through with this Terrorblade. I thought that was an aggressive war staff from Secret. At first, I was like, oh, that was nice, but it was Tundra trying to save him from the chain stun, which you can't blame them. But it ends up just pushing him so deep, and then Nisha on the back line. Secret just get the dream fight here, right? Drow gets to just shoot Terrorblade the whole time. He gets forced in again, maybe betraying a little bit here. He just gets bursted by Resolution with the minus armor. Drow to back him up. This Tricore coming online for Secret here. The physical damage is no joke. Terrorblade dies. The other two cores are not going to carry the huge distance in that fight in terms of the damage output. Like, this is a Terrorblade draft. You are buffing him, you want him to live through that engagement. At this point, Rezo and Crystallis might just be out carrying him. The tag team here, that's a big swing.
He's no longer going the swift one. Now he is going back for the Daedalus. Now he's saying the damage is the problem, but I did like your idea of like a certain way to play against the Drow Ranger, because in just a normal game, this one-to-one matchup between Drow and TV is not that fun.
I mean, this Nullifier, it makes a lot of sense this game. It helps him stick on targets, but at the same time, he has to aggressively force them to be able to stick on them. If someone gets forced before you get that Nullifier hit out, it gets kind of weird, right? Like, traditionally, if you want to go this Daedalus build, maybe you rather have Satanic, something else, even like a Manta Dispel.
Butterfly opportunity.
I mean, he's still going to be incredibly strong here. If he gets the Nullifier hit, it's going to pay off. It's just a question of can he land it, how deep does he go in the fight? Because like we saw there, you go a little too deep, you get Starbreaker. You're not living through that. And now Secret taking the fight to them, pushing his power with Aegis. Smoke wraparound though.
To the initiation, but Science reads it. He's going to be able to break that smoke. The onslaught on through. They do have the spine carapace, pop the BKB last second. They manage to get on top of the Silence as well. Global Silence goes out. Science is not dead yet, nor is Puppy. Delivering the damage on a Skeeter. Puts that forward. Managed to get the one shot. Turn around. Skeeter gets off the Thunder on his support. Manta gets popped. Crystal is trying to walk away, but that Nullifier, it'll keep him in place. And now behind, he's setting up for the Starbreaker though. Resolution. He barely hit one, and that's all he needed. Crystal is on the second line. Will stand and deliver the damage on his eyes. That'll finish off the Primal Beast with the Dispel. It's not going to be enough to walk away.
Give me your intelligence, mother, and I'll take it every time. Puppy with the buyback to get the extra insteal.
And runs down Snake King. Resolution finds an extra one on top of that. None of these heroes have buyback, so Secret. The world is their oyster at this point.
This game has swung completely, right? Like, we can feel in these fights, the damage is just running out for Tundra. And the real carry in this game, Resolution, coming online, hits 25 after this fight. It's a huge deal for this hero. Now you're dealing with double Starbreaker, which has just been debilitating for Skeeter. I mean, beautiful hook shot here. They get the Sunder off. Operation Safety to bail out Skeeter. Takes the fight to Crystallis. Maybe if there's no Aegis here, this fight looks different. Even so, Rezo is just smacking him. That hammer hurts, man.
Yes, it does. All of that farm is paying off. They're so focused on dealing with the Drow Ranger and this bad matchup with Terrorblade that it means that Resolution is completely uncontested fights. Delivering damage right there. There's a man on stage who set all that up in the first place. His vendetta positioning, breaking that smoke.
Oh, that was
made
beautiful.
An awkward initiation for Tundra.
I mean, that's what wins Secret the fight there. Like, imagine Puppy gets broken on instead of that Nyx. It's a completely different engagement. Instead, 9 has to spend his entire BKB duration and half that fight chasing Puppy around. He doesn't want to be doing this. It's dirty duty. Someone has to, but it takes him way longer than he wants. And now Secret taking control of this game. Now they're scaling into that late game Tricore where Shiva's on Nisha, on top of a Timeless Relic, Arcane Rune. He's going to be pretty strong in this next engagement. Huge amount of spell damage coming out. If Drow lives through the initial burst from Tundra, it's going to be a hard fight. Rocket Flare scouting Puppy.
They're going to go for that free kill. And he has the gem too. Nisha's going to try and follow this up though. They do have the Dawnbreaker ultimate coming in on the side. They're going to chain stun down this Vintage. They work through the close. The double hammer goes to play. And Sneaky will try to raise the deal. Getting on top of Crystallis. This time around, he does have that second line. Skeeter's got the meta. And they want to lay it to the Drow Ranger. But they need to be able to get the disarms. And now they change the all out. The Drow falls, yes. But Resolution and Nisha, they are just cleaving through hero after hero. The Primal Beast again trying to walk away. But Resolution, he'll run you down. He'll drag you down into the dark. Down until you fall. Down until you go all the way back to the fountain.
Resolution, Starbreaker, breaking Tundra's dreams here of closing this out 2-0. He wants to send it to a game 3. This man is absolute resolute.
He really is, and it's so fitting. He showed up on this roster with Science, completely turns what was kind of a mediocre lineup for Team Secret. They really did not find much success. And it seems like this combination, Science and Resolution, we see on the right-hand side, is what has been enough. It's a secret ingredient that has turned Secret into an absolute killing machine. May just give them the chance to even up this series against Tundra in the upper bracket final.
Secret is just all over Skeeter in these fights. He just does not have the sustained health like last game. And they are able to burst this airplane down regardless of the crowd. Yeah, you love to see that, man.
Harking back to a little bit of the Ti11 days. Back then in their very first international debuts, we're closer together, much closer. They're face up against each other. Here at Ti11, feels like a similar vibe, and you can see Science, he loves that.
Middle barracks.
Especially when you're dead, there's nothing else to look at but that guy across the stage from you. He's standing up and shouting.
Yep.
Little extra mental mind games going down, and that's 2 lanes for Secret here, cementing themselves in a 15k gold lead. They have the buybacks. Tundra's probably gonna have to buy out to take these fights. Full control of this game now. Octarine done on Nisha. Aeon's this for Puppy. Jumping him just became a little bit harder. I mean, now you really need to get value to this nullifier. You need it, but yeah, Skeeter's just getting kited, right? And even if he takes down one of these Secret cores, pick your poison. Are you going Drow? Or are you going dawnbreaker?
Yeah, somebody's got to deal with this dawnbreaker, man. I almost feel like 9 getting his level 25. I know most people go the extra duration, but I almost wonder if getting the BKB piercing disable would be better. Just deal with this dawnbreaker who's like BKB and challenging the Terrorblade every time.
It might be. If you can just get this Dawn off your Terrorblade, at least free him up a little bit, or maybe burst him. I don't know how much it's doable, but you have to deal with Resolution at this point. He's just cleaving through your entire team. I mean, he has Blink. He has everything up, pushing towards Strength Blink. In fact, he's saving from the buyback. So even if you kill him once, he's going to buyback. He's going to Solar Guardian back in. This Dawnbreaker has built an Aegis here, as long as he wants to keep the gold up, which he will.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty cool idea, because they're essentially just one team fight away from being able to finish off this game too. See how Tundra is able to hold now that the shoe's on the other foot.
Rocket's coming out, doesn't see anything. Skeeter might get caught.
This would be the worst situation. Set up with the Resolution, ready to go. Both will fall. Both do have buyback, but there's going to be a third hero on the ring. It's 33. Roll on through, stop the onslaught as well. Everything being countered on the side of Secret. They use their buybacks, but they're not going to be able to do much. Maybe they can. Knight jumps in, grabs the Drow Ranger, and they do manage to get him immediate buyback. Secret trying to reset around this one. A beautiful set from Science. Once again, another 2-man follow. Misha keeping his distance here with the swashbuckle. It's going to roll up to the side. They're going to try and deal with this next assassin. Oh, Dawnbreaker coming in. Here comes the stuns. Can they chain stun as they burn out of mana? He needs to be able to get off a Sunder, but he doesn't have an opportunity to do so. Dive back on the carry, but at the same time, the Primal Beast went in, but they couldn't actually deal with the Drow Ranger who's just in the back line. Throwing her in again. Resolution. He will not go down easy. He will not go down without a fight. He finally does fall, but Tundra, it's too late for them. They blew far too much to be able to bring down the Dawnbreaker, and now Crystallis is here to clean up. They buy back where they can. They do have the rolling coming on through. That's going to be able to get the chains done on to 9. He's dead as well. 3 dead, no buyback. 33 going to be collected, and that is HGG. Team Secrets. They will close out this game 2 and even up the series.
I mean, that's what everybody wants to see here, a game 3 between these two teams, and that